Alright. So first, I gotta get this out of the way, alright? Guntank.
Are we starting off with Guntank?
Yes, just because I need to say this now. Okay?
Okay.
If I would put it on a tier of its own. Alright, see you later, Daniel. Good night. Alright, it'll be on YouTube anyway, so you can watch it, but...
Can we add another?
I don't know if you can add another role, to be honest. Oh, add a row above.
Add a
Okay.
row below.
All right. Okay. Hold on.
I'm
I'm gonna add a row above. To be honest, it's gotta go all the way to the very top. I'm gonna just name it.
No, I'm putting it all the way down here because I don't want to talk about it.
All right. There you go. So Guntank. I'm gonna put it above everything else, and I'm just gonna put Guntank. All right. That's
I'm putting it below everything else.
I put it all the way at the very, very tippity top. Oh, okay. I explain my thought process behind that. Okay, so Guntank, number 1, auto aim. All right, that's it. Number 1, auto aim. Number 2, what's his ability? I can look it up in the game real quick. Actually, hold on.
He has a charge that has
Okay, the rush ability.
Oh.
Okay, that rush ability can single-handedly block everything in the game. Okay, well, not those things.
But also, if you run into it, you're gonna take damage for it either way. And you have worse ping.
You get launched as well, I think. Like a little bit of knockback.
There is.
Because here's the thing, that rush ability, it can block a unicorn beam magnum shot, which is its ultimate. Okay. It can block Hades as well, and I know because that happened to me yesterday when I was playing with you. I popped Hades, alright? I see Guntank coming at me. He uses 1 HP, does his rush ability, and blocks however many shots I hit him with it. And I was like, yeah, this guy.
I mean, the main thing I get annoyed. I mean, obviously auto aim, but the passive recovery skill for the reses is also clutch.
Oh yeah.
Later on. So it allows your teammates to make more mistakes. If they're in a bad position, I mean, there's nothing. Well, even if they're in a bad position, you can still res them because that's how quick the res is.
Yeah, see, chat agrees. Guntank ranked, perfect ranked. Yeah, and then someone else pointed it out in chat as well. I'm not gonna say the name because I'm gonna butcher it hard. If you look upwards while you're rushing into them, it does like knock them up. It literally launches them in the air. All right.
Are we not able to work on the same chart?
I don't think so. I think we just do our own. All right, next. What do you want to do next? You just want to go order? Yeah, we'll go in order then. All right, Asshimar.
Just go in order.
Asshimar. I mean,
I think Asshimar is fine. I don't know. I gotta think about this. I didn't think this through.
Neither did I. I'm doing this on the I'm winging it right now.
Same.
And Guntank rush block barb slams and sword slam. I don't think he can, but he can just block a good amount of things though.
By your logic, Figs, everyone would be S tier.
Oh, what's up?
Someone saying Optimus Prime S tier. So by that logic, I'm just gonna put everyone in S tier. Everyone's Optimus. But Asshimar, I don't know.
I think okay. His weapon is good. His transform does allow him to get out of situations. The main thing here though is his fire grenade. His ultimate's good too, but he can die pretty easily in that as well. Not easily, but he can die in it. But that fire grenade though does a lot.
I want to say Asshimar is A tier, because I never feel bad if there's an Asshimar on the team.
Yeah.
But it's not like a must pick, which I feel like S tier is. Those characters make or break the fights, right?
Yeah, because what is fire grenade? That's just more so breaking up the team.
Mid.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Milkman as well on Exio. Asshimar A tier.
I'm putting this in A tier.
Yeah, I put it A tier as well.
No pigs.
Alright. By the way, I forgot to mention this earlier. I'm just gonna go on the premises that the player playing the unit is good.
Yeah.
Okay, Barb.
Figs, I'm gonna put you in B tier.
Alright, Barb. He goes in B for Barb, obviously. Okay.
I don't know the Barb changes. I don't know how Barb has been tweaked since the start of the game. I've been out of the loop for quite a bit.
Not much has really changed, to be honest. Just maybe some minor reductions for stuns, and that's about it. Like stun durations.
But I don't think I can put Barb higher than a B tier either. Just there's too many issues with this guy.
Okay.
Do you know his damage? Do you know his damage numbers right now?
I don't.
So let's just assume that this unit is supposed to be doing what he's supposed to be doing, just going in, stunning someone, and one-shotting something, right? So depending on the map, you can't even use your jump to your full advantage if it's in an enclosed space. Enclosed spaces is where Barb wants to fight in the first place, so outdoor spaces isn't great for him. But there's also the chance you also have no range. You have to get in and get out. You also make way too much sound with everything you do. So if the enemy is aware of where you are, you can't really do too much about it. Once you do one dash with your melee charge up, they're going to be able to hear you. So if the enemy team is just as good or pays attention to a Barb, it's really hard for a Barb to do it. But if there's space for the Barb, then the Barb can go off on them as well. So it's kind of like melee characters are so hard to rank because I feel like melee characters have to play based on your team.
Yeah. Someone said they think Barb is A tier. Good Barb is S tier if you pair with an X tier Z2R. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think it also depends on the rank too, because I don't feel like Barb is as good in higher elo.
We'll just go based on the elo that we play in, which is usually diamond rank.
Yeah. I don't know. Because teams can play around Barbs really well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you're just grouping up, and Barb can't really go in like he used to. Like, he can stun one person, but he's just gonna die in the middle of his combo. Melee characters just suffer from that in general, because they're pick-off characters, so if the enemy is grouped, you can't do too much.
Yeah, I would include ping into the discussion, but I kind of want to leave it out for the sake of, you know. Because if we're talking about ping, then, oh boy, me on 70 ping right now, I'm getting hit from 20 feet away. So I'll just leave ping out of that.
With high ping.
I mean, if you're the one playing Barb, yeah. If you're the one going against the Barb, then Barb is S tier. But I'm trying to think, because he's more so get in, get out, if you can.
Yep.
I'll have to put him, I'd say B tier as well. Because I mean, he's not bad. If you're skilled in them, you can definitely, as long as you land your abilities, go in, get a pick, get out. Assuming you get the kill and it refills your jump. That's assuming that happens, though.
Assuming. A good Barb and a bad Barb is very distinguishable.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
You could just feed like I do, or you could see someone actually getting a team wipe.
Yeah.
But Barb's G maneuver also charges insanely fast if he can stay alive for his combos. So
if you're constantly getting kills, you're gonna have that ultimate up a really good amount of the time.
But a lot of this character is figuring out how to get space and how to use space.
Yeah.
But if there is no space, you can't do anything.
Yeah, Barb is a high risk, high reward mobile suit. You're risking basically everything just to go on there, get a pick. But if you do get that pick and your team is smart and actually knows how to play the game, then your team will play off on that and you'll win the game. Otherwise, if you don't get a pick, then it's not the end of the world, but it does affect the team.
And you don't have any poke damage on this character.
You're like you have to get like close enough to kiss him. Like,
it's the riskiest character I would say in the whole game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right, should we move on?
Turn A.
Turn A. So.
All right, easy S tier for me. Come on now. Look, man, listen. You press one button, you win the game. Okay, you press one button, you can team wipe. All right.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Okay. Well, not only that, hear me out. Okay. So his weapon itself is good. It's like if you charge it, it does a good amount of damage. That's number one. So his weapon itself is good. Number two, when he hugs you, that is also really good because if you're playing any melee, for example, Exia, if the Exia is not, this just pertains to the character itself, but he can easily get an Exia if the Exia just charges at him and he times it right. He can just hug him and then break his back in the process. and then one-shot him.
Melee characters in this game versus turn A. Also mid-range characters in this game versus turn A. You lose both.
He basically has it all. He has an overall rounded kit. Like, his weapon can be used close range because you could spam it, or far range because you can charge it, and then mid-range is obviously everything in between. He gives you
1100 HP at that too, so
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like it's low HP. It's
Yeah.
more than palerider.
Yeah, I think he has 2 dashes as well.
Yep.
So then he can also give you a big hug. And then that stuns you, which is enough to kill you pretty much. And then he does also have a self-heal. It's not much, but it does help for sure.
Does Turner have a selfie?
Yeah, he does. That's one of his abilities. And oh, I forgot to mention, when he hugs, he's also immune to every stun. And he takes less damage as well, I believe.
So think of it as this. You know Barb's charge mace? Turn A goes through it if it's charge v charge. Your mace does not land on a turn A.
Yeah. Okay.
The turn A is in overthrow.
Okay, someone's asking why is Barb in B tier but turning on S. Okay, Barb is B tier because it's very high risk, high reward. You can go in, get a kill, and help the team, or you go in, die, and that's that. Not obviously, that doesn't always happen, but that's that. And then I put turn A S tier because his kit is just overall better than Barb's. And again, they have 2 different playstyles, so it's hard to compare the 2. But another thing, turn A's ultimate. I've gotten team wiped by that thing twice in my entire time playing Gun Evo, I guess.
I think turn A has one of the best ultimates in the game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It goes through terrain too, so it's not like a roof.
Yeah, it goes through basically everything, and also it goes through New Gundam ult as well.
It goes through New Gundam ult? I thought it just damages it.
No, it goes through it. Trust me, I was there, because I was the one on the receiving end of it. Yeah, turn A ult is also hard to hunt down. Like, if you have the entire team focusing it and he pops it decently far, you have a chance of surviving, as long as the team can focus him like a Pale or something, or if you have an Exia who could stun him out of the air with his charge slash. But if you don't, you're gone.
It's not one of those ults you can ignore too. So it's not like Unicorn, it's not like Dynames, it's not like Dom or whatnot, or GM where you can just get out of the way. If that ult is active, you're always vulnerable to it. So you have to either deal with a threat or just reset.
Yeah. It's hard to avoid in any scenario. I don't think there's much else to say on turn 8, to be honest. Alright, Dom.
How about Dom?
I mean, his ultimate's good for stalling. I'll just start from the L because it's the only thing I know most.
Dom, I'm either putting in S or A tier, in my opinion. This is my opinion.
Okay.
But I don't think Dom is any less than A tier.
No, definitely not. Because, I mean, he's the only one who has, or the only other person who has any explosives that can break up groups. And that's huge in and of itself.
Yeah, Dom's damage output is very consistent.
Yeah.
So it's also very obnoxious.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know.
In this game, you have 2 forms of healing, right? Well, 2 units that can heal generally. Oh, I guess there's GM as well, but I was only counting Methuss and Unicorn. And Unicorn's healing isn't even that, but it's splash damage. Well, that's all of Dom's kit other than his laser. It's all splash damage, and it's very high consistent splash.
Yeah.
So if you're in a prolonged fight, especially against a Dom, you're gonna get whittled down.
Oh yeah, and it's also like Lang pointed out in chat here that a Dom that's good with the armor gun is godly, and that is true. Because that armor gun is huge.
Think of it as this: what other unit in the game provides instantaneous healing?
No one.
Yeah.
Actually, no one. That's the only one.
You don't think of it as that, but Unicorn armor, getting armor, it's silver time. Same with Methuss heal. Same, I believe it's the same with GM's grenade. But
yeah, it's overtime.
Instantly gives you all the maximum benefit of heal essentially with the armor.
Yeah, I think I'll put him A tier, but like a high A tier.
Yeah.
His
I
ultimate
think
too.
he'd be the highest. I think he'd be the highest unit in A tier, if not S tier. I almost want to put him in S tier.
I think we can. Well, we can move him at any time really, but
Mhm.
his ultimate too though was amazing for stalling.
Yeah. All right.
Right, Dynames. I mean, he's fairly new, but
Yeah, I don't know. So sniper units are always
situational.
yeah.
I don't know, because
Mm,
it's like okay. The most I can do is compare him to Sniper, because it's the same class.
Dynames is way safer though. So if
Oh,
you think
yeah.
about it like this, GM Sniper has the potential to one-shot a unit. Dynames, no matter what, will never one-shot a unit except in Transam. You have to land 2 headshots on any squishy unit to kill them, or 1 body shot, 1 headshot, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Dynames is S tier, but
No, definitely not.
Mhm. It's. I'm way more scared of a really good GM Sniper over a really good Dynam. I don't know actually,
I mean,
because you could think of it either way. Sniper units are very scary in the hands of a good player, but they're also very map dependent. So let's go based off of what you said before, our rank, and if someone plays that character quite a bit.
okay.
Right?
I mostly see Dynames on Buried City or Harbor. Never really anywhere else.
Yep.
Obviously Harbor, but
There's one other map that I see Dynamis a lot. Canyon.
but yeah,
is
Canyon.
it
Wait,
Canyon?
no, it might be. Yeah, that's true. Like that he hasn't been there for long. That's why I said he's fairly new, so it's a little difficult.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Underground Comm Center as well.
Oh, yep. But he's not good at all the parts of underground combat.
Yeah, he's only first point really. Second point, it's a lot more close quarters, so it's a little harder too, unless you plant
The
maybe A, which I believe is the top one.
The choke point between spawn and first point, or the after you get the first cap on underground command center, the spot between the spawn and the waypoint, that's just a decent spot for Dynamis to play too. But
Okay,
I
all
don't
things
know.
considered, let's just break down this kit. His sniper itself is good. There's no charge. It's gonna deal consistent damage wherever you shoot. Like obviously, same with GM sniper.
Pistol swaps. and
Pistol.
GM
Okay,
missile.
there's another thing with Dynamis. He has no cooldown for dashes. Like, cause you know how like when you dash, there's usually like a little like second or like half a second like cooldown before it starts to recharge again.
Mhm.
Yeah, Dynamis doesn't have that at all.
I thought he does. He should
No.
still have the unless you weapon swap.
No, he doesn't have it at all, even if you weapon swap.
I wish I looked at the numbers for all the stuff beforehand, but I think right now I'm just gonna set him an 8. But
I'm
at
tempted.
least for me.
Okay. Someone else made
Or
another good point here as well. Lang said that in their experience, getting close to a GM sniper is free game. That's true, because he can't do much. Getting close to a Dynamis is a little harder though, because he has the pistols and he has an extra dash with those pistols.
Mhm. You also have the sniper barrier. So when you're
Yeah.
stunning, you have the 300 HP barrier, which also doesn't matter how strong a single instance of damage is. You could a GM sniper headshot. It's still just only gonna break the shield. So you have a free 1 instance damage.
Yeah, I can block virtually anything really.
Mhm. Yeah, I think I agree with
Yeah.
the low A on this one still.
Yeah, I agree with Milkminer and Exio as well. Low A tier. At least for now, because again, he's fairly new. It's hard to assess him, but
Mhm.
his
How do we
gravity
feel
missiles
about?
too.
I think yeah. So utility-wise, the gravity missiles are also. I think the gravity missiles are good because even if you don't take full advantage of it, your team can.
Yeah.
And it pulls people away from a spot that they want to. Someone that's good with those missiles can really sort a fight.
Yeah, Exhibit A. Yesterday when we were playing, Dynamis,
Yeah.
enemy Dynamis used his missiles, pulled in like 2 of us or 3 of us. Exia was there, charge slash, spawned and killed 2 of us. It
Think
was
of it
like
like this,
perfect
it's-
coordination.
It's like a black hole, right? So you don't. It's not listed as a stun, but it is kind of like a stun. You can't move for that direction.
Yeah. That's
Right,
true.
So we'll just keep it there.
Yeah, we'll keep it there for now. Alright, GM. Or Jim.
I don't know anything about GM in all honesty.
Okay.
So he has shield bash. I don't know how much his weapon does.
I don't know either. It's not bad though. He does have the shield, as you know. I think that shield has 1300 HP. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat.
Shield has 1300 HP with 800 base HP, and he has a 1 dash limit, so it's the same as a tank.
All right. Someone said GM's ult is too shameful. Elaborate on that, please. Okay, here's the thing with GM though. His shield bash is very good actually, because they buffed it recently, where when you shield bash, you gain the same armor that Turn A has, which I think is called like super armor or something like that. And that blocks any stun. So, and it takes reduced damage as well. So, if you time it right, if you're facing Exia or Barb, you can stun them, but you also won't take that much damage, if any at all. Oh, and it can also block Marasai hook as well because it's a shield.
So every single time, I don't know. So
And he has a healed grenade, which is also pretty good as it comes in clutch sometimes.
I think I might have to move units around because I feel like at this point I'm just gonna put too many things in A tier.
Oh, here's another thing though. His ultimate, he throws mines, right? In which they're good. They can get destroyed, however. And the HP isn't very much on them either. I don't think you can die by a single one unless you're low. Shields block the mines as well. I know because it happened with me with Saz today, but I just learned that Saz's shield can, I think, tank all the mines and he'll be fine.
I don't know. So if I had to put GM somewhere, I'd put him high B or low A. This is my
Yeah. Yeah. Another point is that GM, like the way he looks at it, is a good dueler as well. Like it depends on who you're fighting, that is, but he can definitely be a good healer because he does have the dueler. I mean, because he has a self-sustain with the heal grenade.
So my biggest thing with GM, he does a lot of things, but he doesn't excel at any particular thing.
Yeah, he's just like your all-rounder. Yeah, I think I'll agree with Exio in chat here and just put him high B tier. Or middle B, one of the two. I'll just put him in B for now.
I think high B, but I don't think he's bad. I almost want to move Barb down to C because of that.
No, I think you could probably get more value with a Barb, to be honest, than a GM.
You could. If Barb gets to do what he wants to do. That's the only difference. Alright. Sniper. This is always the debate, right?
Okay. I don't...
Good sniper.
He is definitely not S tier. Even though, yeah, he can one-shot and that stuff, he's not S tier. Because he's very situational. Because with Sniper, depending on the map, you either do a lot or you do close to nothing. Again, depending on the map, situational. The rest gun...
I still think... So, before that discussion, we can move it around as we want. But in my personal opinion, I still think A tier. Like a low A tier.
Yeah, no, I think A tier as well. Because I'm not, like, you know, looking down on him or anything at all. He is insane. And then that res gun as well comes in clutch. And then his gadget gun, it's not the greatest, but it helps when you're trying to finish off someone. Like, you hit them, they're one shot, okay, you can finish them with that. I think I'll have to put him behind Dynames in A, to be honest. Yeah, I'll just put him behind Dynames.
Consistency and utility-wise, Dynames is better. Sure, you can't one-shot, but you have more options.
You have more use of a kit, rather. Because with sniper, all you have is the head cannon and the res gun, but Dynames has that too, so I'll just leave that out of the way for now. And then you have a jump pad, which is about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll just put
Right.
lowest A for now. Alright. We have Granddaddy Arcs 78 or Gundam.
Mhm. How do you feel about this? So this unit has gone all over the place. What I've seen from people.
Okay.
Some people put this unit low. Some people put this unit high.
Okay. The way I feel about him is he's just, you pick him up and go. It's just going to be the same thing for Palerider. He's just, you pick him, you go, and that's it. He deals consistent damage. Overall, can pretty much fit in any team comp. His mace helps with melees and also shields. Melees is a little more difficult because depending on who you're playing against, you gotta land it. But his shield is good as well because it can, if you remember, you can block a Guntank ultimate with it.
Mhm.
He deals consistent damage. I'm gonna have to probably put him A tier to be honest.
I almost want to put him S tier, but I'd say A for right now as well.
I'd say a high A. A high A.
I don't know. Is he higher than Dom?
No.
Higher than Asshimar?
I would probably say in between Dynames and Asshimar. Like, because they say they're like Asshimar and him are probably tied to be honest.
I want to put him above Asshimar.
I'd say they're probably around the same. But then here's the thing. Gundam Ultimate though, it can get destroyed, but it can also deal quite a bit of damage if they actually remain there. But then it's hard to
Well,
actually get them to stay in there.
Mhm. Regardless, it's zone denial.
Yeah.
So you take over an area.
Yeah.
I still think he's above Asshimar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Milkman said here. It's more of a poking damage dealer, and which that's true. It's still a consistent poke though.
It's like the same thing that Dom does. It's a rather you have higher damage output, so a single person. So
Yeah.
and you also have defensive options too.
Yeah,
But-
that's why I say he's like the all-rounder.
All right, Heavyarms. I have not seen this character enough, nor have I played with this character enough. Same with Hyperion to know.
Okay. Because since he got that buff, right, that he does 40 damage now, instead of, I think, 36 per shot. I'd say he's definitely good at melting shields. His ultimate is really good as well for clearing out an area. His Summer Assault or Moon Salt in this case, it's good for getting away. His missiles, the fire missiles, do quite a bit. I don't think he's S tier per se.
No.
I don't think he's B tier either, because he most definitely can be very good, especially on Buried City. So I don't know. This one's hard because I don't think he's B either.
I can't tell. Like I said, I don't know about Heavyarms or Hyperion enough to warrant this.
Wait, does Guntank actually block a Heavyarms result?
That's a very good question. I don't know. If it did, I'm gonna be a little bit mad. I won't lie.
If I do, that's gonna further solidify my opinion that Guntank is the best unit, and that's why it's in a tier of its own at the very top.
Well, if you think about it, Guntank's rush is just like a mini Dom ult.
Yeah. Wait, so it does actually block the Heavyarms ultimate? Oh my goodness, it
It's
does.
all projectiles.
It does.
It's all projectiles.
It genuinely blocked the ultimate. Alright, yeah. That's it. He's the best unit. I don't care what anyone says.
Does it block Marasai ult too?
That's a good question, actually. I don't think it would, because it's technically a stun ability.
Yeah, but it still shoots out a projectile, right? So I wonder if it functions the same, because shields can block Marasai ult, if I remember right.
Yeah, shields can. But that's an actual shield. His rush ability is just not necessarily a shield.
Yeah, but it deflects projectiles in the same way that
True.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Diener Wiener said high B low A. They said it's a situational suit, especially if you want to use his extra gatlings, which slow you down extremely. That is true. I forgot about that.
You can get poked really easily as a heavy arms, so
Let's-
you have
yeah.
to be hyper aware.
Especially if you're doing dual gatling, you're moving at a turtle space.
I think I agree with that. I want to put it in B tier. This is
Yeah.
my choice.
I'd say you can probably get more value out of him than a Barb, so I'd probably put him above Barb. Because you have the range so you can poke.
Alright, how do we feel about Hyperion?
Okay.
Or do you want to keep talking about Heavy Arms?
No, we're good with Heavy Arms for now. We can discuss this later again.
This is not set in stone. This is the little bit that I know.
We're going to end up going back to each one at this point, honestly.
Hyperion is cancer at times. So Hyperion is another one of those units that I don't know about.
Okay. He most definitely can be, depending on the situation. If you're playing Destruction, he's really good because of his bubble. Or even, not even Destruction, but just reses in general. You can bubble and then res someone. And they won't be able to take it down. Or take you down, rather, because the bubble has a decent amount of hit points, I guess.
I have to put Hyperion in the IDK section because I actually just don't know enough about this unit. I might even put Heavy Arms there, but I've actually played a little bit of Heavy Arms.
His ultimate is honestly not the greatest. I've seen it and it looks just like it won't do much. It can do much depending, but it's not gonna be game changing all the time.
So I don't know. Hyperion's one of those characters where you have to kind of play it as a Sazabi, but the thing with Sazabi has a stronger barrier, more HP, a stun, and higher damage output, right?
Yeah.
So it's in the same category as Sazabi, but Hyperion has to get in close range to make use of his SMG to some degree. And you're also weaker close range because you have 900 HP. And then how much is your shield?
His shield, it doesn't have much, I don't think.
Yeah, I feel like it melts. So you have to kind of play. It's 700 HP shield.
Okay. Yes, someone corrected me. It's not hit points. It's just a timer. But if you actually shoot it, the timer goes down. So it's not health, but timer hit points, I guess. Anyways,
the barrier is so good, but I still think if I had to put Hyperion somewhere, I'd still put him low B tier.
Yeah, I'd probably go B as well, because again, his ultimate's not special either, unless you have, like, unless it's set up correctly for you. You're not gonna really do much with it.
Maybe I just set it there for right now.
Okay. Someone actually, I'll read the first one. Hyperion. They think Hyperion's mid, low A, because he usually always has constant shields. That's fair. He can't fight melee units. His SMG shoots fast and does good damage. That's true. I don't actually know. I know it shoots fast. I don't know how much damage it actually does. And then someone else said that I think they're disagreeing with you about the Saz versus Hyperion comparison. They said that the damage follow with his SMG isn't that bad. I don't have Hyperion, so I can't speak on that, to be honest. But Hyperion with a team that groups up and pushing is something else. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know his damage output of his SMG. That's why I have him in the IBK section still.
Wait, his F ability is the something that he shoots. It pierces. I don't know that.
Remember his twin barrel?
Yeah. I didn't actually know that it pierces.
I didn't know that either. But I have to keep this unit in the IDK section. I just don't know enough about this unit. I played season 1, missed season 2 and 3, and came back season 4. So
yeah.
It's been a while since I played this game, so all the new units I haven't touched enough.
I'm trying to think. Because I know I have been in games where the Hyperion is just doing a lot, not even damage wise, but just utility wise, and that in and of itself is insane. I'll put him. I'm tempted to say B or low A.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Because again, if you have like people on the other team just constantly shooting at him, he's just gonna get melted.
Gundam.
All right, Dragon Slayer, don't worry about New. We're gonna get there at some point.
New is another one of those units I don't know enough.
I've played him a
But we'll
decent
see.
amount, but so we'll get to New when we get there. Wait, the bubble shield absorbs Mahiroo ult as well? Okay, that's kind of huge, actually. Okay. In that case, for now, I'll put him low A. Just for now. Again, let's just not finalize. We're gonna change it later, maybe. Okay, Marasai. I mean, okay. His gun itself is pretty good. Or it's decent. The hook ability, I guess one-shot combo? I guess?
Yeah, but he's weird because I see him as a pickoff character. Despite having 1300 HP, he does have range poke, right? But
yeah,
you're a playmaker character. I feel like Marasai is a playmaker character.
Mr. Fisherman. That's a good name for Marasai, actually. And since Dean is here, Marasai got the riz. But anyways, it's an inside joke. But anyways, I'm trying to think. Okay, his ultimate's good. We know that. He can definitely turn the tide in a battle for sure, depending on who he hooks. Or just by even hooking someone.
Yeah. You have to be really good with Marasai to take full advantage of this, though.
Yeah, that's true. But we're going based on the players skilled with whoever.
So, question is it okay? If you were to face a good Dynames and a good Marasai, which one would you be more scared of? Think of it that way.
Probably the Marasai, if I'm honest. Because with Dynames, it's kind of like you have the range, sure, but then it's kind of like you kill him once, he kind of has to get back farther for range. Marasai is just kind of like any range. Yeah, Marasai's ult is really strong. Like you can, I believe, I'm not gonna say team wipe, but you can get close to one if you hit them all with it.
You can determine a team fight from it.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can easily just ult one or two. Like if you ult even one, they're out of the battle for however long the ult lasts, so that's already huge enough. Okay, someone said Marasai. Okay. Is a one-trick pony? Well, that trick happens a lot real quick. That's true. Because I think his hook cooldown got buffed recently, I believe. If I'm not wrong. Unless I'm stupid and it wasn't buffed. However, someone else made a good point. Once you aim the hook, you can't really change the direction of it. And then... So, low A, high B.
I can kind of agree with that.
Yeah. I'll put him high B for now. I'll probably put him above Heavyarms because you can probably get more value out of him than Heavyarms. Alright, see you later, Merkman. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, next. Methuss. I mean, he's kind of one of the only other healers, and a very good one at that. You're gonna watch the stream later? Okay, it's gonna be a video too, so don't worry. Happy streaming, thank you.
I don't know how I feel about Methuss in this current meta.
Okay. Well, a good Methuss is gonna be something else for the sole purpose of the healing. And his ultimate if the right person is boosted, will be very deadly.
Mhm.
Now, given that
The
he
only
can
thing
fly
is,
as well, his gun's not the greatest, obviously, but his turret is.
think about it this way, right? So Methuss will work in an environment where it's sustainability, but in a lot of high tense environment where it's fast pushes, Methuss can't provide a lot. Does that make sense?
True, but his turret can't, sadly. But anyways, this also is true. What Lang said in chat. Methods maintain to have 6 eyes, managing randoms, turret placements, and shooting with a team. That's true. I've tried playing Methods a few times, and that's what I had to do.
Also, I don't know why in my head Methuss' hitbox is gigantic.
Oh no, it is. Like it just really is.
Like outside of Saz, I almost feel like Methuss has the highest hitbox.
Okay, no, Unicorn is a bigger one than that, but or Dom as well. But
are we winning? We're taking a break and we're going through Zombies tier lists right now. And afterwards, we're gonna go back to ranked. Gigantic like your forehead? Nah. I don't have a big forehead. What do you mean? Anyways.
I don't know.
Methuss is a hard one.
I want to say S tier because he is the only other healer in the game, and he can be very, very good, especially if your team is smart. Because remember, Methuss provides a good amount of healing to one person only, whereas Uni is.
I don't want to put Methuss S tier. This is just me personally. I can put Methuss A tier. I don't know about S tier with how games play out at the current.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we'll put him A tier for now. Yeah, we'll just put him A tier for now. I'll put him probably above Dynames.
While we're on the topic of healers, should we just go through Unicorn at this point?
Yeah, might as well.
So,
okay, Methuss is a bit more comfortable to players, playing with people he can communicate with. That is true.
Yes.
Okay, I don't actually know how much Methuss heals. Hold on, double helix might have a point here. The healing isn't that strong, and it won't make instant impact on a fight. That's true. He does have a point there.
That's the dilemma that I was having, right? Because, like I said, in a fast-paced environment, Methuss can't do anything.
True.
Because the sustainability, if the damage output is coming in way too fast, or if it's, think of like Buried City, right? If your whole team is getting rushed, what do you do with a Methuss?
That's a fair point. For now, then I'll move him to C tier. 80 HP per tick. Okay. We'll leave him at C tier for now.
I think they have to rework Methuss to some degree, in my opinion. But I don't think Methuss is great right now. at least in high tier gameplay, I don't think Methuss is great right now.
That's true, because I haven't really seen many Methuss at all. I like much Methuss gameplay.
Well, I feel like a lot of that is also because of Unicorn, right?
Yeah, cool, because Unicorn is the supreme healer, I guess, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, that's also right. That's also right. The double helix made another point. The healing cables actually break when you're not looking. Like, if they break on LOS, the line of sight. So, in other words, the cables, like, if you walk behind a wall, they're gone. And it's just kind of like chasing teammates around, you know, all other jazz. The cables break really easily.
Yep.
Wait.
I don't know what they would do to change Methuss, but we can dwell on that for the devs to worry about. That's not us thing.
Wait, they actually nerfed Methuss too, apparently. It was 100 per tick, I think, but they put it to 80. At least that's what someone in chat said. I didn't know that. I probably forgot.
I didn't know that either. But Methuss, when the game started, was like, oh, you have to pick Methuss. You have to pick Methuss for your team, right? You have to pick Methuss. But also, health packs are also readily available in a lot of these fights.
Oh yeah, 9 times out of 10 people go for health packs.
And it's faster to get a health pack than wait for a Methuss heal. A Methuss heal can be clutch inside of a fight at times, but also if the fight isn't just...
Okay, I forgot about one thing though. the res. That Methuss can res without actually interacting with them.
But it's also a line of sight thing, right?
Yeah, that's true.
If they just push the Methuss away, or if the Methuss dies, it's also situational depending on your teammate's position. It is nice, but it also doesn't speed up the res.
That's true. Alright, we'll just go to Unicorn now, as you said.
I mean,
I'm
my
just
thoughts on Unicorn
gonna
is
put
still
him
the
easy
same.
S tier. I'm just gonna put him S tier.
Especially after the buffs too.
Oh yeah. His ultimate, I mean, you need the actual team to be there, because if not, you're gonna die because you're really slow when using it. But I mean, it does pierce. Sadly, shields block it, so does Guntank. But it is good. I don't exactly know how much damage it does per shot. I think it's probably somewhere around, I think 450, maybe 500, around there. I don't know the exact numbers. The armor itself is good. The passive healing is good. And then just recently he got the buff where if you're full HP, it'll overheal. That's a bit.
Reference Zombie's entire channel, you right?
For...
all the carry zombie videos with the unicorn. All the highlights. They're there.
Okay, well I am a unicorn main, so I'm also biased on that one, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, his ult is decent. I'm not gonna say it's like extraordinary, but it's definitely not mediocre either. But his damage that he can do though was quite insane.
Well, you have two situations when a unicorn ults a spot, right? You either quick kill the unicorn, or kill the unicorn in some way, or you completely try to just avoid it until it times out, or the shots are good.
And another thing with Unicorn Ultimate is that you can aim it in one place, but it's gonna actually go where your crosshairs are looking. So it's not like it's set in stone. Like once you shoot, it's gonna shoot there. You can technically move it around last second. I didn't know that actually at first when I started playing Unicorn until later on, or way later rather, that you can actually move his ultimate around. Like when you shoot, you don't actually have to stay in one, like only aim at one spot. You can move it. But his funnels though are just something else. Like I don't know why his funnels like have a mind of their own. Where like I could use them as someone in front of me and they're gonna do a 180 and just go behind me for some reason. I don't know why. Like they have a mind of their own. Like I just don't get it. Anyways. Yeah, Unicorn easy S tier though in my opinion. New Gundam next.
I haven't played around with new enough to know, and also I'm not great with new, but
okay.
So this is
if this was pre-nerf, I would have put new S tier. But since he got nerfed, his weapon got nerfed, and his funnel damage got nerfed as well, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. No, his funnel damage I think is the same. His weapon got nerfed though.
Let me check.
But his ultimate's still good in various scenarios. Like, his kit itself is just good overall, I'd say still.
I'm going over to new Gundam changes. So, oh, they heavily nerfed the beam rifle. So it used to be 177 damage, it's dropped down to 150 per shot.
Yeah.
And then the magazine size dropped from 12 to 10 as well.
Yeah.
Funnel damage was also nerfed, so it went from 60 to 55 per funnel, and the cooldown was increased by 1 second as well.
Okay. Back then I would have said easy S tier. Because he was just that good. Now, however, because of those changes, and his ultimate being good, but also just makes him a bigger target at that, I'm tempted to say high B or low A.
I still think new is fine as a unit, but the damage nerf definitely hit it hard. I'd say low A. Just on personal experience. I don't have as much knowledge on this as you, but this is just what I feel like.
The only issue with new is that the gun feels so incredibly hard to land a shot in comparison to something like RX-78. It's probably due to the fire rate, because it fires a lot faster.
Oh, that damage nerf sucks though.
Yeah, it does.
You take away 2 shots, and you're also reducing per shot damage by 20. So overall, it's a lot less damage output. Funnel nerf by 5.
That's
per
also
funnel.
that's also a lot though, depending because the funnels shoot a decent amount as well, and then depending on how many funnels you send, I guess, so to speak.
I almost want to put new at B tier with the damage output now, because I almost feel like Marasai has a better damage output and play capability, but I don't know.
Because again, it's not like he's bad either. His ultimate's still good for different scenarios.
Yeah.
I think I'll just put him B for now. It feels like throwing a needle at someone compared to a baseball bat straight. Fair. Oh, plus the ADS movement with the fire rate makes it hard to hit shots. Yeah, that's true. Alright, Pale Rider.
Alright. What did they change about Pale Rider from season 1? I'm so out
His
of the loop
healing
on Pale
pad
Rider.
was reduced. That's the only one I actually remember, to be honest with you. I'm honestly gonna probably just put Pale Rider at S tier.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's just like your basic get up and go character. I mean, he deals consistent damage. He can heal
It's
himself.
very high consistent. It's very
Yeah.
high consistent damage too.
He has a
Like if
grenade
you're
that.
facing...
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say against any of the units in A tier other than the sniper. I mean, other than a good RX as well, I guess, with a shield. But your damage output is gonna kill them.
Oh yeah. I mean, his kit is just overall really good. So. And then not only that, we have his Hades as well. Yeah, people. Wait, so they nerfed the primary, but that doesn't sound like it made much of a difference. If they did, I didn't notice it.
Hades was reduced. I did hear about that.
Yeah, Hades was reduced, but it still ramps up pretty quickly. I should know that, but no, it did get reduced, but it's still really easy to build up regardless.
And Hades is still really strong, even with the damage nerf, from what I remember.
Yeah, so he's just gonna be easy S tier as well.
All right.
All right.
Do
Now,
we move on to your favorite unit?
yes, we move on to the unit. The best, well, not the best, but my favorite unit.
I feel so conflicted about this one at this point.
Okay. Exio. Okay. Me and you should know this the best because we're both Exio mains, but okay.
Well, we have the same mains, Exia and then Unicorn, right?
Yeah. But you carry, but anyways.
Nah, you carry. No one has seen any of the stuff that I've done with Exia, so everyone knows you carry.
No, you carry. Anyways. Okay. If it was season 1, that would be easy S tier. But obviously after many nerfs and some slight buffs,
the cooldowns are the biggest things.
he's probably the best melee, I'd say, in my opinion. Just because he has it all, really. He's got range, he's got close quarters, and he has mobility. So I'd say he's probably the best melee. So that gives him an edge over Barb and Zaku 2 melee.
I still think overall, Exia has the highest consistency out of all the melee characters. So, you know. All right.
Okay. Someone said Haye. I'm gonna probably agree with that.
Yeah.
I'll put him above Dom for now.
Exia's playmaking options are also really high, so.
Oh yeah. All right, Sazabi.
I still. What do I think of Sazabi?
Okay. Besides the fact that you're a literal walking marshmallow. Sorry, my bad. Floating marshmallow. His shotgun's good, but then range. His axe is good if you can land it, but the hitbox is, I think, the tiniest one in the game. His scan ability is nice. His funnels are okay.
I personally think Sazabi S tier, maybe high A tier, but that's where I sit with this unit.
I mean, he technically is kind of like the actual only main tank in the game, I'd say.
Your options with and space that you can make with a Sazabi is insane, especially on a good Sazabi. Axe throw is a stun. You have a scan search, which is the same thing as essentially GM sniper ult if you in a fight. You have mobility because you have your axe as well, so it's you have a tank with very high mobility options.
That's true.
So, in my opinion, Sazabi is his S tier. So,
okay, I can see why you say that as well. Because let's just assume your team is amazing, right? And they actually know how to play the game. If they can follow up with the aggressiveness of Saz, then you're gonna have a good time.
yes.
Yeah, I'll put him S tier for now, but yeah, that'll be good for now. Alright, speaking of Mahiroo, or the scan ability like Mahiroo.
Okay, Mahiroo, I preemptively put in the IDK section.
Okay.
Because this unit has changed so much and I don't know anything about
okay.
how his damage works.
Real Season 1, he'd be in the D section. But after many, many buffs, he's still situational, but not as situational. He does have the scan ability, which is kind of nice, but not something too huge either, because it is limited in range.
I think it's too close range. Yeah, I think it's too close range for a character like Mahiroo, which is meant to play very mid-range-ish.
Yeah, Mahiroo has become better over the months as well. the Kung Fu, is that the move that he like hits you and then goes up?
Yeah, it does a lot of damage and it stuns. Where is that?
Does it actually stun?
I feel like it's stuns. Let me go back to. I hope they actually update.
Mahiroo's Gun-Evo's favorite child. It keeps getting buffed. That's true. That is true.
To be fair, this unit needed it more than anything.
Yeah, it did. Still D, just high D. Well, yeah, he might be high D if he's the only one there. Projectile ammo making it extremely difficult to use. That's true.
I don't know. With a hero that's based on projectiles as a primary in a game like this, I'm not sure. I don't think he's D tier, but because I see Mahiroo as a very high sustain character, right? If there's an objective, Mahiroo is very good at spamming into the objective at this point.
Okay.
So
I'm getting mixed responses. Someone said D, and then another person said S. And their reasoning for S is they've seen a Mahiroo turn a game around. They also deny grouping up. That's true. So does yes. The stun is low cooldown. The shield. If you are a shield, you do also counter Mahiroo as well.
I am still putting this in the IDEA section just because I don't know how his grenades, which is his main kit, works. I don't know how they bounce. I don't know how they do damage.
I think it's similar to like Junkrat from Overwatch, if I'm not wrong. I think for now, I'll just put B, like Lang said, to be honest.
I think B is fine. That's where I would put him, but I don't feel like I have enough knowledge on this character to be able to put him into an actual spot in this. But if I had to pick a spot.
Okay, that's actually a good question. Do I see Mahiroo on comp? Honestly, depending on the map. It's usually just map dependent. Do I actually see him at any other map? Occasionally, but not that often either. So that is a good point as well.
I think the three characters that I've seen the least amount in comp is Mahiroo, Methuss, and well, those two for sure. But after that, I don't know.
I've probably hardly seen any Zaku 2 melees, to be honest.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I forgot about Zaku because we haven't gotten to it. Speaking of Zaku,
Oh yeah, huh. We're on Zaku now. Alright. Zaku 2 melee.
I think this character is nerfed to the ground.
He is.
Yeah,
Like, straight up.
I think he's the worst unit in the game.
Alright, what are you feeling C or D tier?
I know. I feel like just because we have a D tier, I have to put him in D tier.
I think I'll honestly just put him in C tier because it's not like he's completely useless either.
No, but it's very, very situational, and you have to have a good Zaku player, otherwise you're not. The thing with Zaku's damage is you don't do a lot of damage without rage, and rage is very you're soaking damage, right?
Yeah.
So without rage, this character doesn't do much of anything.
Yeah, it's like Lang said, he's probably the hardest melee suit.
Yep.
Well, he was the easiest in the beginning, but now he's the hardest.
Yep.
I'll probably just put him C tier, to be honest.
And then, should we move on to the final Zaku?
Yeah, easy S tier. Like, straight up easy S tier.
You hate this unit.
Okay, as much as I don't want to admit it, though, he is insane.
He is. He's the highest damage output unit in the whole game.
Is he actually?
I'm pretty sure DPS-wise, if you land all your bullets from the range that Zaku is usable, he is the highest.
I didn't know that, actually. Alright.
I don't know what character would outdamage a Zaku 2 range in just a straight up 1v1 that you're both landing your abilities in shot. I mean, there's Barb, but we don't count that because that's a one-shot capability. But
yeah, it's like,
if we're not counting. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, it's like Lang said that Z2R is a menace even if you don't hit the headshots, and that's true because I've got him beamed without even like getting hit in the head before. Yeah, just training and tracking and go to town. That's literally how it is. Because I mean, you got movement. His movement's insanely fast. Number one, you have an extra dash plus invulnerability. You have a grenade that deals decent damage. And then you have an ultimate that also charges up real fast, which is a stun. And it can go through multiple people as well.
Alright. Final decision set in stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, now, do you want to go back and like actually organize it now, or do you just want to like leave it as is?
That is up to you. This is your tier list. I'm not uploading this.
Okay, so for S tier, I don't think there really is an order for S tier, to be honest. I think that's just how it is. Because I mean,
if
it's
you
like,
want to organize it, I don't know. I think all the units in S tier are there for a reason.
I think the units in S tier are just like no order specifically, just kind of there, existing. And then Guntank obviously at the very tippity top, of course. I already addressed why. Yeah. A tier. I think A tier is fine, to be honest, as well.
If you want to, I have it organized different, but I think overall it's still fine.
And then for B tier, I think actually I think this is fine as this, to be honest. I think the way I have it now is fine.
This is your save, so you make edits if you want to. What does your chat think?
I don't know. Chat, what do you guys think? You guys think this is fine? I think, in my opinion, this is fine.
Yeah.
Like order wise and everything, I think it's fine.
Right.
Fine enough. Okay.
All right, we ended with that. So
I'm gonna screenshot this actually just so I can make a thumbnail later. But
all right, should we?
All right.
Get ready to hop back into rank games.
Yeah. Someone said they actually swap Hyperion on Heavyarms.
Hyperion Heavyarms? Really?
Do you mean put
I
Hyperion B tier and then Heavyarms A tier? Like switch the tiers around? That's just you being silly. I could see why you would, but I think honestly Hyperion has more, I guess, use than Heavyarms does, and also doesn't move out of turtle space. Fighting a Heavyarms hide. Well, actually, when you're fighting a Heavyarms, you could honestly just headshot him because he's literally like immobile. So
yeah.
fighting a Hyperion, you got a friend from behind. Yeah, Hyperion has a better utility. I agree. He has more use, more usability.
I think how it's set is fine though. I like it how it is.
Yeah, I think it's good.